So what you have in front of you is the Stinger OS. On your right, you have 6 little rectangles. These are your workspace. They are different desktop, and for each of the desktop, you can assemble various attack tools, basically. So you can use one desktop to attack one company, and while your attack is running in one desktop, then you can fire up a second desktop and do a different type of attack in the second desktop. So in the beginning mission, it's not really useful, but the more advanced mission you go on, and the more longer your different vector of attack are, it's useful to be multi-threading, multiple attack, and whatnot. So on the left side, you have 4 little icons. These are the module, the software that are loaded up in your OS. And these modules are similar to the real one you will find in platforms like Kali and Metasploit, who are real hacking, offensive penetration platform. These are about the same tools you will find in such a platform.
Okay.
First group of tools is information gathering. These tools help us gather information on the network, on the company, on their footprint, their Wi-Fi, any type of entry point we could find on a company. It's through the information gathering tool set that we do that. So that's the first icon. If you roll over, you will see the sub menu and in the different tools in it.
I see it.
Yeah, the second one is network intrusion. These are offensive tools that are used to crack password, get into cell phone, attack webcam, IoT device, firewall, company network, etc. And these tools enable us to breach in and deploy malware, exploit, rootkit, so we can get command and control access to offensive, to the target's asset, basically.
Okay.
Third one is data forensics. Those are investigation, looking at document, browsing file server, looking at emails, payroll, financial transaction, anything that relates to data forensics and more intelligence analysis.
Okay.
And the last one is advanced tool. These are external services that are provided by NITE Team 4 as an organization. So everything I just talked so far are within the operating system that you're running. We call it the Stinger OS. Okay. But you also have external services. So for example, the Turbine C2 registry is all the VPN access that enables you to connect to external network and do attack from a proxy or from a remote location. Satellite feed are everything related to signal intelligence, drone information, tracking target in the field, satellite imagery, and that kind of information. And the hive mind are player-created server and player-created network, basically.
Got it. Okay.
No pretty well. So if you click on the first icon in the top left, I don't know if you have a mission that is active right now. You should be in the same mission than me, technically.
We believe that Newsstream Live, a Canadian local news network, has been targeted by a mysterious
group
of hackers.
I don't know if you click on the top left square, the big one. Yeah, you get in the mission center. Are you in Operation Dragon Scale right now?
I am in.
Our intel team discovered that the unidentified group. Your mission will be to scan the Newsstream Live network.
So when I clicked,
it brought up the information screen
where they're kind of
going over the briefing.
Alright, cool, perfect. So you can skip the briefing, you can close the briefing.
Okay.
And technically what you should have is your mission window. So basically the briefing is, it's a full voice acting briefing where it tells you what is the target, how we want to infiltrate their network, what is the information we're looking to get from the target, So again, I'm going to be your wingman, so I'm going to explain to you everything we're going to do. But normally there's an actor that's doing this.
Okay.
So if you are at technically you should be at a screen where you have on the left a list of objectives, and on the right the intelligence agency that are involved in the mission.
Let's see. What I have right now is spinning world.
Alright, so for the spinning world, click on the icon in near San Francisco or Los Angeles.
Okay, I don't see the icon.
You should have like a round circle. You are on the planet Earth, right?
Yeah, Earth.
Okay, you're on the planet Earth. Can you spin the globe?
No.
No? Alright, perfect. So, on the top left corner, you should have a square.
Yeah,
there's three of them.
I've got one.
Yeah, click on the biggest one.
Okay, it comes up with
start hacking.
Yeah, so this is the mission screen.
Okay.
So you see that on the right side, we're going to be involved with the CIA, and we're going to be involved with the Canadian intelligence services.
We believe that our intel team, your mission will be.
Yeah, I was just trying to explain the screen, the mission screen, but that's okay. If you click on start hacking, it's start the mission.
Oh yeah, I got it.
So
I see this CIA and the CSIS
on the right.
Yeah, so these are the different intelligence agencies that you interact with, and in each mission, you can make decisions that will make you friendly or enemy with these agencies. Yeah. So basically, you can take action, and that will make you friendly or foes depending on how you do the mission. And on the left side, you have what are the objectives, what need to be done, basically.
Yep, I see him.
So click on start hacking.
Okay, I did.
Alright, so basically what we're trying to do right now is we're gonna hack a company network called Newsstream Live. This is a company we want to infiltrate.
Okay.
The first thing that we're gonna try to do is to find their network, basically. We're gonna see if they have any exposure or how we could penetrate the network. So we're gonna start gathering intel on their network. So you're gonna click on your menu on the left side. You're gonna click on information gathering, and you're gonna launch the DNS and vhost mapping.
Got it.
Information gathering.
And if Dylan starts talking, just skip Dylan, and I'm gonna talk for him.
Okay, yeah, I came
up with the prompt.
Yeah. So basically, DNS and vhost mapping is how a hacker will probe your server outside the company to see how he could penetrate and enter your network. And there's two types of attack that you can do. You can do a dictionary attack. You can do a database attack. So database attack will look in Google, Bing, and other search engine to see if you have any footprint or any web domain that we could use to attack you. And dictionary attack will use dictionary of the most common domain name, and we'll try to find out all the domain name that you own that we could use as an entry point to attack your network, basically. So in that case, we're going to start with the dictionary attack. Dictionary attack are brute force attack. They are the most visible one because you can get caught doing it. But in the first mission, we let you do like really hard, intense dictionary attack, and you won't get caught since it's a beginner mission. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna type sfuzzer. I have an example of the string we should type in a different color. So you type sfuzzer, and you type news and you hit tab, it should autocomplete for News Stream Live.
Yep, it did.
Yeah, and then we're gonna give a parameters which is time, so dash T, and we're gonna give it 20 seconds of attack window.
Okay.
And you're gonna hit enter. So what he's doing right now is running a dictionary attack against the domain name of the company for 20 seconds and trying all the common domain keyword that are normally used in a DNS server. And this is exactly how you're gonna attack a company. If you use Ellie or Metasploit or any penetration platform, these are exactly the same command and the same tools.
Okay, and I found,
4 domains.
Yes. So we find 4 ones. We find www, which is obviously a website.
Yep.
CDN, which is the content delivery network. Extranet and lifestyle. So, top of your head, which one you think we should look at for further investigating a potential entry point? So websites are general public, so it's not really a good entry point. Extranet, an extranet is something that the company uses to talk with their employees or vendor and supplier. So they are really interesting because the extranet has a lot of sensitive information, and they are often a good way to try to enter the company because the extranet expose company information. So they have a link between the outside and the inside of the company. So extranet is a good way to start an attack strategy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in our tools on the left, and we're gonna use another one which called fingerprint, host fingerprint.
Information gathering module initiated.
And now that you have the fingerprint open, we're gonna launch the fingerprint, and we're gonna launch the command fingerprint against the extranet. So you can just type extranet and hit tab, and it will autocomplete for the target.
Got it.
So if you run this, what it's going to do is going to do a port scan to see all the open port of the extranet domain name, and it will look at all existing technology and if there's known vulnerabilities for these technology.
Okay.
Okay.
And I see that
one of them is vulnerable.
Yes. So this is this tool in the real world is called Armitage. Armitage is in Kelly. It's a attack detection platform, and basically it do exactly what you saw here. It will contact each of the port, look at what was the technology installed, and test if there's any known vulnerabilities that are exposed, and it will flag you any vulnerabilities. So this is exactly the same thing as Armitage. So we found a vulnerability, but now we need to learn a little bit more about the vulnerability. So we're gonna go on the information gathering, and we're gonna launch this time the exploit database.
Got it.
Okay. So exploit database. So basically, all vulnerabilities for a technology are documented. We call them CVE. In the security industry, it's called CVE. It means that basically the exploit has a description, how to do the exploit, and what is the patch against the exploit. But this database is really useful for hacker because it gives them walkthrough on how to do any of these exploits if they find one on the network. And these are all open source. If you look at CVE exploit, you will see they are completely open. You can read about them. There's full database. So basically, this interface is a search engine for exploits. So these tools work really easily in the real world. What you have to do is simply search exploit, which is the command to say that you want to search the database, and you simply specify the technology that you want to look for. Then if you, for example, do search exploit SharePoint 2007, which was the technology that is vulnerable in our host fingerprint, the database, the system will look at all the exploits for such technology and will give you the exact instruction on how to use the exploit and how to penetrate the network.
Got it.
So did you manage to pull out the exploit record?
Yeah, so it says
exploit to use
custom
SOAP request.
Exactly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna launch this time a network intrusion tool. Now that we have found our exploit, we're gonna launch a network intrusion tool which is called Acid Server.
Let me give you a quick overview of the Fox.
So the Fox Acid Server is again based on Armitage in the real world. It's an automation system that enables you to give, based on what you have found, you give them the exploit parameters and it will automate the intrusion for you and the upload of the rootkit. So you have a little hand that blinking. If you click on it, you can specify extranet.newsstreamlive because this is the one that is saved right now because we have found an exploit. It will automatically fill out. It will automatically fill out the. I have echo. When you click on the little hand, you can select extranet, and it will fill out the target, the technology, and the port number that we need to infiltrate. Did it work?
Okay, so
sorry.
The first one is
delivery.
And I hit
Hold on, sorry. On the right side, you should have a little hand in the box.
Yep, I do.
Click on it and select extranet.
I see
TCP/IP,
UDP,
SST.
Okay, so the Windows search exploit. In the description, what was the protocol that was used for the vulnerabilities?
Extranet, I thought.
So if you go back to your window exploit database.
I see.
TCP/IP. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
And after that, the exploit itself has
the SOAP one.
Got it.
Yeah, the SOAP one, and the rootkit is after midnight. For the beginning mission, you only have one root. And on the right side, if you click on the hand, you will be able to select the extranet as your target.
On the right side, I have the target URL. But I don't see it.
Yeah, but you don't have a little box next to your target URL?
No, it says target URL with a little arrow pointing to.
Yeah, I agree, but at the end of the line target URL, you don't have a little box?
No box.
No box.
Oh, so you don't have the right version. Which version you have?
The one I downloaded from Steam right before this.
Alright, sorry about that, but anyway, I'm gonna give you the instruction. So type, so the target is extranet.newsstreamlive.ca, so you're gonna have to type this.
Okay.
The technology is SharePoint-2007.
Share...
Point-2007?
2007, yeah. It's the same one you type in the exploit database. And the port is it's in the exploit database, it's 8082.
8082, got it.
So if you click on the center, you should start the intrusion process.
Fox acid attack failed.
It says
invalid target configuration or remote address rejected.
Alright, so can you be sure you have spelled extranet.newsstreamlive.ca correctly?
Yeah, let me
double check that.
Oh, forgot
that.
No problem.
Okay.
Fox acid attack
that
launched. Fox acid attack
Rootkit up.
Right,
successful.
so you should have, so yeah, I got your VPN resources.
Just hit connect on the Turbine CT
Yep,
network.
I've got the
Newsstream Live status available.
3 nodes.
Cool.
3 nodes in Windows.
So what you just did here is that you use the exploit that you found in the database, you configure the exploit, and you uploaded your rootkit through the exploit that was exposed by their network.
Okay.
Okay? That, now, this exploit has contacted you back, and this is why you have the little card here. It's status available, meaning that the connection is being established between you and their network.
Okay.
So we're gonna connect to their network. If you roll over on the little card, you will see VPN connect.
Yep, I see
Yep, I see it.
You click on it, and it will start the connection process.
Yep, they
Yep,
connected.
they connected.
Right. So now we are within the network of the company. Okay?
I got it.
Cool. So you're gonna click on the left, information gathering,
Okay.
Okay?
and you're gonna fire up your WMI scanner.
Information
So
gathering
this is an internal network scanner. What it's gonna do is gonna scan for shared drive, intranet files, anything that is exposed publicly within the company. So you simply type netscan, and it will start the scanning process for all the public drive in the company.
Got it.
Got it.
It should give you 3 shared drive.
Yes, it did.
Yes, it did.
So in our case, we are interested in the employee registry. We're looking for specific employees in the company. We want to trace back Laura Walker. So the one we're interested is the employee. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna connect and download the employee database. So if you type dig, D-I-G,
Okay.
hit space, and then hit tab, it will autocomplete for the employee registry. Right? So click enter, and that will download the employee database.
Yes, it did.
Yes, it did.
And then it fire up XT score, and you should have a list of employees.
I do.
I'm sorry?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Right.
Scary stuff.
So
Sadly, as an external partner, we have limited
we skipped the briefing, but I'm gonna give you the briefing. Right now, what we're trying to do is we're trying to locate Laura Walker.
Got her.
So, so you're gonna click on Laura Walker, and you're gonna drag it in the center of the screen.
Got it?
Yeah. And you're gonna click on New Stream Live, her employers, and you're gonna drag it in the center of the screen.
Got it.
Got it.
So what we're gonna do right now, the system enables you to look for various patterns. It could be like money laundering, drug transaction, weapon transaction. For the beginning of the game, we unlock only one. It's ID and record. But normally, you will have a list of all potential activity that you want to look into. And you're basically looking into this activity when you compare 2 entities. So specifically in that case, what is we click ID and records, and we're looking for all official employee ID for Laura Walker at Newsstream Live. I don't know if you understand a little bit the interface.
Yeah, I got it.
So you click on play, and it should show you one entry.
This is by far the crown jewel of our...
Yeah, it says now
you're ready to run forensic
analysis.
Yeah, so click on the little play icon.
Okay.
Okay.
This is by far the crown jewel of our partnership with the U.S. military. In short...
Okay.
Okay.
And it should bring you a... you should find something. It should show you something.
Partnership with the U.S. military. In short, X-Key Score monitors the world. It scans...
Okay, so I hit
skip,
and it keeps
asking
asking
me to press the forensic analysis play button.
So you click on ID and record, and you have Newsstream Live and Laura Walker in the center of the screen, right?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
And when you could play, it doesn't work.
In short,
if I hit skip, it takes me to go back and play.
Scans, intercepts, and stores almost any form of communication on Earth. This is by far the...
That's weird. Can you click? There's a little eye icon in the bottom left, in the bottom right.
A little eye
icon?
Yeah, you have like 6 icons at the bottom.
I see it.
Yeah, click it. It should close, and click it. It should open up again.
Yeah,
it is.
Right. In the top, you have like a circle with 2 arrows.
X key score forensics initiated.
It's just like at the top of your screen, there's a circle with 2 arrows.
This is by far the crown jewel.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the forensics, and I'm going to send you the files.
Okay.
I just sent you Laura Walker ID card. That should appear in your mission center.
Yes, it did.
So if you click on it, you will see her ID card.
X key score forensics initiated.
Do you see her ID card?
Which took me back to the forensic analysis screen.
But if you click on your mission center,
I just
see the one. I don't see hers.
so I'm gonna bring you to the card. In the top left section, it is the small icon, the small one in the bottom. So that's like the third icon.
Yep, I see it.
So when you click on it, there's the chat window.
Yep, I got it
up.
All right. So so on the menu you have one that is called document.
Got it.
And if you click on...
I got it.
All right. So this is a file that I have found because I was able to run it. I found it and I send it to your computer.
Got it. Okay,
Got it.
Right?
I see your IDs now.
Cool. So I'm gonna do the same thing for another employee called Indy Hathaway. So normally XT score is basically letting you find document, and that's what I'm sending you right now.
Okay.
So if I send you this one here, I just send you the card.
Yeah, got it.
So Indy is the cameraman and Laura is the reporter. So now we have the reporter and the cameraman.
Yep, I see them both.
Right? Cool. So what you have to do, you won't be able to do it, I will do it for you. But what you have to do at that point of the mission is that you have to ask ASCII score any activity involving the cameraman and the reporter together. And that will give you this information here.
You're doing great.
Hold on.
X key score forensics initiated.
Okay, got the
X key score.
Yeah, and I sent you another document also.
Yep, I got
the camera crew ID.
Exactly. So what this document tells you is that they have a camera truck, shooting truck basically, and they register and they took it outside the parking lot 30 minutes ago. So know that they are on the road right now with the cameraman and the reporter. So what you want to do at that point is to track them down. So in XE score, when you are not able to do that, but in XE score, the one thing you do is that you put up Laura Walker and you look for that car registration, the plate itself, and when you search it, you get this document here. I'm gonna send you the file. Hold on.
X key score forensics initiated.
Here we go. Should have received it.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So what we have is we go through the webcam database and we look for that plate number specifically to track their location. All right. So we see that in that picture I sent you, we have the location where the last time the plate number was saw.
Okay.
So we see that it's 45 minus 75, and the plate number is NSL01. Okay. So we're gonna start tracking them with the satellite. So you should have like the fourth icon in the bottom of your screen. It looks like a pin on Google Map. If you click on it, it will ask for the location. So it's 45 minus, hold on, minus what? No, it's 45 minus 75. So if you click on the pin, it should start the satellite and locate the journalist's car.
Yes, it did.
Alright, not the car, I'm sorry, but the location.
Yep, got it.
Alright, so now you're going to click on the little car, and we're going to enter the license plate we're looking for. And if you click on the little arrow, it should start tracking database and look for the location of the car. Did the car show up?
What's the
license plate?
Oh, it's the NSL01. You have it in the picture.
Okay, got it. Okay,
found it.
You found the car?
Yep, I did.
Cool. So you're gonna scan for any wireless signature.
Smart. Okay.
So right now we have smart billboard, Wi-Fi, cell tower, etc.
Correct.
Specifically in that case, we are interested in smart billboard. Smart billboard are basically tools that is used by marketer. I'm sorry, hold on. So smart billboard are billboard that are used by marketer, and basically what they do is that every time you go by a billboard, it will detect your cell phone, and it will register how many people go in front of the billboard.
Sure.
And it's used the fact that your cell phone is always looking for hotspot. And that's what he's looking for, basically.
Very cool.
So we're gonna use that information to track them. So what I'm doing right now is I'm currently hacking the smart billboard network. This is normally what you should do in the mission, but I'm gonna do it for you, and I'm gonna send you the VPN card to access it. So just give me a second while I'm hacking it. So technically you should see next to my name in the bottom of your screen, you should see me launch my different tools right now.
Yep, I see it.
So I'm currently hacking the billboard company. Give me a second. UDP segmentation fault. UDP fault after midnight. Right. So I'm hacking. I'm gonna send you their network credential.
Fox acid attack successful.
Nice job.
So
Connection completed.
technically, you should have received the card, the network card.
Yep, I just got it.
So if you click on the first icon in the bottom, you will see Triumph Media, the network I just hacked and I sent you. Do you have it?
X key score forensics
I'm
initiated.
looking for it right now.
So it's the first icon in the bottom. It's kind of like a four little dots connected together.
Okay, got
Initiated.
And you should have a card called Triumph Media, the company that has your billboard.
I got it.
Right, cool.
Try a medium.
Yeah, connect on that network.
Okay, connected.
So now we are. So I hacked the network, and I shared with you the network company. So now we are both connected to their network. What we're going to do is we're going to download the billboard information, and we're going to use that to identify the cell phone of Laura Walker.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is you're going to go back to the satellite.
Imagery intelligence active.
You're going to go back to the satellite, and you're going to track the car again, the NSL01 license plate. Okay? Hello?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm here trying to figure out how to get back to the satellite.
I'm sorry, the satellite is the little Google marker. It's the fourth icon in the bottom.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Drone and imagery
Cool.
intelligence.
So you're gonna have to put back the license plate.
Okay,
Okay.
put it back in.
Put it back in.
And then you track the car again.
Okay, found it.
Okay, got it.
Cool. You scan for the wireless signature. And the smart billboard should show that you are VPN connected and you're downloading data from the smart billboard.
Yes, it does.
Alright, so the car is going to be in proximity of a billboard. We're going to snapshot all the cell phone signature next to that billboard. For that, you just have to click on the billboard when the car is right next to it.
Yep, got it.
Yep, got it.
What you see here
Okay,
is the
so
downloaded
what you
data
get
from
is a
the
list of all the cell phone that was at that location at the moment you snap the database.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I see them.
Cool. Now, that's by itself, it's not really useful. That's too many cell phones. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the car to pass next to another billboard, and we're going to do another snapshot.
Yep, and it's coming
Yep,
up
and
now.
it's coming up now.
So you're going to click on the billboard when it's next to a second one.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, I got it.
So what it's going to do right now, it's going to compare the both database, and it's going to tell you which cell phone were at both places at the same time.
Yeah, those are highlighted.
Highlighted in green.
So one of them is her. We don't know yet who, because we still have some noise. So we're gonna wait for her to go across a third billboard,
Okay.
and we're gonna look at who was at the true location at that moment precisely.
Job's done, mate.
And you should end
I
up,
got it.
and that's her.
Okay.
This is her signature. So you click on that, and you will hack her cell phone.
Intrusion module.
So you're in her cell phone, and I'm gonna add it to our database. You can use it later.
Okay.
So you can browse her contact information, her note, her call, her email. The mission objective was simply to activate her microphone. So if you click on activate microphone, that will end the mission.
And where's the
activate microphone?
So activate microphone is on your
Oh,
right.
I see it.
Yep, I got it.
Yep, I got it.
Okay.
There we go.
Very cool.
Very cool.
So that's a really basic linear mission. You know, it's
Okay.
step by step. It's really basic, and normally the wingman is helping you and highlight all the steps you have to do.
And the wingman
could be
a person like
you did it, or AI also.
Yes, exactly. And there's, in more advanced mission, there's multiple way of getting in a company network. You can do email phishing, you can do password attack. There's a bunch of ways you can get into a company. This is just one example, but there's tons of ways. So one of the things we're going to add that is not in the game right now, in the beta version, one of the things we're going to add is a training center where you have up to 15 missions to really train you on each of these tools and how hackers are using them. So when you do the real mission and the campaign, you're going to have enough knowledge of how to work your way around the network and how to hack different devices and what is the best strategy to do a hack, etc. But together we just look at about 3-4 tools tops, but in total there's 17 hacking tools that you can use in a full mission deployment. And for example, you can hack webcam, you can intercept Wi-Fi in a hotel. There's a bunch of other network strategy and network attack you can do. It's just that for our first mission, we wanted to make it really linear and really simple.
This is all based on real-world type examples. Also.
Yeah, absolutely. If you install Kali or you install Metasploit, you will understand about the same techniques and the same pattern and the same module that are used or involved in the course of an offensive attack or an offensive penetration of a network.
No, this looks
really good. I mean,
I'm just impressed with all the
detail that's involved
and all the
different kinds of things you can do, all the tools.
Thanks.
No,
If you go on the setting in the bottom left, and if you click skin, you should be able to change the look and feel of your Stinger OS.
Oh yeah, very
cool.
So there's a couple of skin. There's some really cool one when you're advanced. You can unlock really nice one. I think you have the basic one right now, but
the NITE TEAM 4.
So do you have? What do you think? Do you love the game? Is it fun?
Yeah, it's
super fun.
I've always been kind of
curious about how hacking kind of works.
So this kind of gives you some insight of the types of things that can be done. And it's kind of
scary and fascinating at the same time. I just don't realize how many different things are tracking you at any one time.
Oh yeah,
like the smart billboards and your cell phone
and the Wi-Fi access points and everything like that. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
In one of our mission, you have to do a phishing attack where you want someone for the HR department to install a virus on the company network. And to do that, you send them an email, and you hope that they will actually open the files and install it on the computer. Now, this sounds like typical phishing, and people are like always like, yeah, but I never open up those files, so you're not going to be able to enter my network, etc. When we designed that mission, we designed it with a real security company who done offensive hacking and network, etc. And we asked them, it's something you can do in the game. You can choose the email you're going to send to the company to convince them to open the file and install the virus without their knowledge. And we were asking them what was the best email that worked, the most in terms of convincing someone or trying to dupe someone installing a file. And they told us that the best one was choosing the menu for Christmas or for company picnic.
Really?
Yes, and they was like, we said the fake menu selection, and it says like in matter of minutes, the files is installed on the network. We just blast all the employees with this fake invitation to company picnic, and they have to vote on the menu, and they all open the files and things. So it's really cool that they give us that kind of information, and we put that in the game. So we're trying really to show you this is how it's done, and this is a real risk. This is what you should secure. This is why you should turn off your Wi-Fi if you're not using it, or if you be careful about the next company picnic, because it could be actually the way to get into your network.
Yeah, I mean that's just so amazing. The types of things that come up with just to break into the network, get access to the tools.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Well, I think
4 module out of the 17, but it still gives you an idea of the game.